Right, we went over this one in class, so we'll go ahead and go over this one in terms of a flow chart. You always want to start off with your givens. So we are given that AB is parallel to DE. And that's about it. I don't know about the sides yet, so I need to kind of go with that. So an easy angle that a lot of you got was that those guys were congruent because of vertical. Let me enlarge this a little bit. So I would say, I can't say C equals C, because that implies that something is equal to itself, and I want to say that this one equals this one over here, so I'm going to have to say angle ECD is equal to angle BCA, and it doesn't really matter the order of those two, it's just that your C needs to be in the middle, and we would say because vertical angles are congruent. I also can use my parallel lines to give me that angle B and E, or D and A, either one, because, oh, this is given. Because parallel lines imply alternate interior angles are congruent. So I have that. Now I need to look and see if I have a side. So I already have similarity. I'm looking for the side. And I look at this one, and it's between the two markings. And the one that's between the two markings over here is the 4. So those are not congruent to each other. So I would just simply say triangle, let's say EDC is similar to triangle E goes with B, and A goes with D, and C goes with C, and so my reason would be A similarity. But I know that they're not 1-to-1 because 6 over 4 is not 1-to-1. So let's go ahead and look at these here. We went over these in class, but if you need them again, here we are, or if you weren't here. We learned today in class that SAS, triangle similarity, is a real thing, and that means that I have two sides that are equal and an angle in between it. We also learned that SSS, triangle congruency, is also a real thing. This is SAS, and this is ASS, so those are not, because they're not corresponding with the right parts. Now we get to here, and I asked you to mark any hidden information. So by hidden information, we mean these. And those are parallel lines, imply alternate interior angles are equal. And if you write them all the times that I asked you to write them, you will get very good at them. If you don't, then you might not remember them. And then, so we also have our vertical angles that are congruent to each other. And I also have those sides. So I do have angle, side angle. If instead of those angles you use these for your alternate interior, which is totally fine, you can, then I would have had AAS. So either one's fine. For this one here, I have the angle that's given. I have parallel lines give me alternate interior angles. So I write that. I write anytime I state something, I want to write Y. And then this is our reflexive. So I have angle, angle, side, congruency. So down to here we have some givens here, and then we have our reflexive, which puts us at SSS congruency. This here is just angle. I don't have any sides, so that's all I can do. This one here is that this reflexive, but even with that, this is only ASS. So it does not work. And a picture for you, if I kind of extended this line here, if you can see that, I kind of extend that line there, this length could have also gone right there, which means I could be referring to this triangle. There's only two. We call the ASS case an ambiguous case. It could only be two, but this triangle isn't the same as this triangle. So ASS is not enough information. We have to have a little bit more in order for that to work.